commercial software for all kinds of these reasons. And if you think about it, it's kind of remarkable we don't have such a thing. City governments are having to buy commercial products that come and go, that you can't inspect the code base, and they're sort of helping them engage with the public, but they're really just kind of elaborate survey tools or just information databases. They're not really that creative. And again, in a democratic society, I would like to think that we'd have software that everyone could inspect and that wasn't proprietary. So I think something like that has to happen to transform not just the internet and how we use it, but really democracy itself.
Well, John, our time has really slipped through. I'm amazed at how quickly it has gone. Before we go, is there anything about your research, your output, deliberative democracy, you think our audience should know that we haven't addressed about in our conversation today?
Actually, I appreciate the question, but I'll kind of turn it around. The thing that people don't know is that faculty often are very interested in hearing from people who have their own ideas or their own responses. You might think that we're, just deluged with, email and input from everyone, right? Like we're some sort of influencers on Instagram just getting, comments poured on us. Actually, that's not the case. And so if anything you're reading about or hearing about today, I should say, interests you and you read more, you can go to, the various websites. Having the last name Gastil, G-I-S-T-I-L, is super handy because almost nobody has that name. So you can go to the Jury and Democracy Project. You can look at any one of these books or the articles related to them. And I'd love to hear from you. Maybe you have some ideas for how we should take democracy forward in this century. And so I would just invite the listeners that if they engage with this material, want to read a little bit more and then have a conversation, the conversation you and I just had could continue with them.
Well, Professor Gastil, Professor of Communication and Political Science at Penn State, thank you very much for stopping by and having a talk with us. This was extremely fascinating.
Such a pleasure. Thanks for having me.
And that's a wrap on another episode of UC3P. Credits go to Jake Foose for interviewing and Jack Emery for producing, engineering, and editing. Our assistant production managers are Jack Emery and Yawana Lapuri. Our finance director is Aishwarya Kumar. Our communications director is Olu Ogidan, and our publisher is Yining Wang. Our intro music is Knockout 2 by Datubi, and our outro music is Yes Yes Y'all by Matt Larch. Our cover art was designed by Shirin Raban. Please visit us on our website, uc3p.org. If you like what you heard, please don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe on your favorite podcast platform. My name is Siddhant Wadera, and the main page will be back next week with a special election-related episode.